Hi, and welcome to the Empowered Being Show. I am Seher. Thank you so much for pushing play today, and let's dive into our topic for today. So, today I want to talk about how doing the right thing can feel very hard at times. Hard, scary, difficult, uncomfortable, all the things. And that is because, first of all, it's okay if the right thing feels difficult. The right thing can be not going to the college because you are not no longer interested in that, and there's something entirely different you want to pursue and you want to do. Or the right thing could be to leave a person you love so much because you know that they have become toxic for you. Or it could be to just stop stressing out about the little things because you know that life is too short, and it's not like I do not even know why we humans are so weirdly trained to overthink and worry. Like, it's useless. Life is too short, and it's not worth it. It's not. Just overthinking and planning and deciding and scheduling everything minute by minute in your day is not going to help you or anybody, because the universe has a plan which is so much more bigger and so much more better than your human brain does, right? So you know that like wasting your time on little things is not worth it, but because you have this loop in your head which does not stop, and you just go spiraling and overthinking about something, you know the right thing, you know what the right thing is to do, but it is so difficult and scary to do it sometimes. And I want you to know that I have been through it. I know how saying about something can be so easy and doing it can be an entirely different thing. It's so easy to just say that I'm not going to worry, or I'm going to start taking care of myself, or blah blah blah. It's not. It is not easy. So if you know me even like a little bit almost, you know that for me, taking care of myself is a huge task. I know this sounds very weird to a lot of people, but for me, washing my hair is an act of extreme self-care, because I keep myself so low in the priority list that I won't wash my hair for like a very long time. When I say a very long time, I mean a very long time, okay? Um, and it could be something else for you. It could be maybe stop binge watching Netflix, or actually journaling, or maybe just getting up in the morning in the first alarm, when the alarm rings without snoozing. I don't know, but doing, what the right thing is, but doing it can feel so difficult. And I know that, and I also want you to know that when you do it, like when you do the scary, uncomfortable things, I promise with my whole being and my whole soul that it is going to be so worth it. So worth it. I cannot even tell you. It is going to be so worth it. I had to physically force myself to go take baths. I had to physically force myself to put on a face mask, and I had to physically force myself to go and take a walk and get out of the house. I am a person who does not get out of the house for weeks if I had the option to. So for me, actually, doing these things is literally me literally pushing myself to do something. and and these are the little things. And whenever I have let go of people who are toxic to me and I know they're not good for me, and I love them so much with my whole heart, but I know they're not good for me and I have to make a distance with them and I have to keep them away. Whenever I did the difficult thing, it turned out better, and so much more better than I could have ever imagined. And if you look back, I'm very sure you would have experienced the same thing. Just think back to a time where you just did something that was so difficult for you, and you did it. Okay, you did the scary thing. You just did it, and it was just the most, like, afterwards you look back and you're like, I am so proud of myself. Like, oh my god, doing this was the best decision ever. When you're doing it, it feels like the worst thing ever, and all you want to do, at least me, is just go and crawl up in the bed under the blanket. I'm like, I do not want to face this whole situation. Like, I do not. It feels that way. It does, because it is something that is uncomfortable. It is something which is new most of the time. You have not done that before, so your ego does not know if it is safe for you to do it or if it is unsafe for you to do it. And your ego is so adorable, and it just wants it, and it's so cute, and it just wants to protect you and it wants you to be safe. But just know that, if you want to be safe and if you want to be in your comfort zone all the time, there will be no growth. And if there is no growth, you will stay stuck. And staying stuck is not why you came here on earth. You came here to grow and evolve and expand and just be the most expansive, most beautiful. I can see like a rose blooming. Like, if the rose decides that it does not want to bloom, and it's like scared to take up space and it's scared to bloom, it's like, what if this happens, what if that happens, what if my petals fall away? The rose would never bloom. It would just stay in the bud. And that's not why the rose was created. It was meant to bloom. It was meant to share its beauty. It was meant to just make everything around the rose like beautiful. And that's what I want to tell you, that it's okay if things feel difficult, if the right thing feels difficult, if the right thing feels scary, if the right thing feels uncomfortable, it is okay. And I also want to mention that there's a difference between like your intuition trying to literally protect you and trying to keep you safe from something, and your ego trying to stop you from growing. So how you'll be able to differentiate is that your ego will scream, it will just scream. It will be like, no, don't do it, people will make fun of you, you will fail, you would just be a fool, and what if that person judges you, and what if this thing flops? And the narration in your mind would be very different as compared to when it's your intuition trying to protect you or guide you or keep you safe. Your intuition will be it would just feel like a very calmer and a softer and a slower voice as compared to your ego. So understand that, and it's okay to make a few mistakes on the road. It's okay if you make the wrong decision. Obviously it should not be a life and death situation, but if you just trust the wrong person, it's okay. It taught you lessons, so that when you meet someone else, maybe in your job, your business, anything, friendship, when you meet someone else on a maybe a way bigger scale or a way larger scale, you won't make that mistake the one that you made on a smaller scale at that huge level, because you already learned it here. So you don't have to like make the same mistakes again. To learn the same mistakes, you already have that knowledge, you already have that wisdom embodied in you. Yes, so again, I'm going to keep saying this as a broken record. Just because if it's a difficult thing to do does not mean that you should not do it. Fear is just the lack of love. It's the lack of presence of love, because like I said, you are a being of love. Like your entire existence is love. And when you allow fear to creep in, and when you give fear the remote control of your life, and you allow it to make decisions in your life, trust me, it's not a really cool and a really fun thing, because it's not. You won't be able to experience what you're meant to experience here. You're meant for love, you're meant for bliss, you're meant for peace, you're meant for happiness, you're meant for so much more. And on the path, you will face fear, you will face you will face the opposite. Like, light cannot exist without darkness, and darkness cannot exist without light. And like, you need to have these polar opposite experiences. Only then you will be able to make sense of things and understand things, and understand the lessons that the universe has to teach you. So just know that being scared, being afraid, being uncomfortable is not a red flag for you to stop just and give up. It's just like I can see like a traffic cone. Like, it exists. It's like an orange traffic cone on the road, and it exists, and it's your choice if you want to give it attention, or if you just want to acknowledge it and be like, hi, I see you and you're very cool, and I'm gonna go past this anyways, because I know and I trust and I have so much faith in my intuition and in my soul and in the universe that I am on the right path. And even if this path is a wrong path, I will take a U-turn and I will be fine. I can survive this. I'll be fine. I'll just figure things out. I can figure everything out. So yeah, I guess again this went on for a long time. I hope this helped you, and I hope this served you. I hope you got a lot out of it. And yes, make sure to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, all the fun places. And text me, DM me what your favorite part was. I would love to know. Share it with somebody who you think needs to hear this, because that's what our mission is, to help other people empower themselves and create a community of empowered beings. I hope this served you again. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, morning, afternoon ahead. And I hope to talk to you again very soon. Bye.